Welcome back to our channel. Today, in quiet reverence, we remember the talented artists who left us too soon, some only just days ago. From the icons of Hollywood to rising stars, they each brought light to the world of entertainment until they passed away suddenly. If you feel moved by their stories, we invite you to leave a like as a silent tribute in their memory. Thank you. Now, let us begin.
This Texan guy turned around and looked at me, and he was in his heavy weighted board shorts,
Julian McMahon, the beloved Australian actor best known for his roles in Charmed, Nip Tuck, and Fantastic Four, has tragically passed away at 56. He died peacefully on July 2nd, 2025 in Clearwater, Florida, following a private battle with cancer. Born in Sydney in 1968, Julian began as a fashion model before turning to acting. He found early success in Home and Away and Another World before gaining international recognition as Cole Turner in Charmed, and later as Dr. Christian Troy in Nip Tuck, a performance that earned him a Golden Globe nomination. In later life, Julian faced cancer with grace and privacy. Rather than stepping away, he chose to keep working, showing quiet strength in the face of personal hardship. He returned to the screen with The Surfer, which premiered at Cannes, and The Residence on Netflix. At the time of his passing, his estate was valued at $16 million, reflecting a career built on consistency, talent, and care. As someone who followed his journey across decades, I believe Julian's greatest legacy lies not only in his unforgettable performances, but in the dignity with which he lived and left this world. Michael Madsen, the legendary actor best known for his unforgettable roles in Quentin Tarantino's films, has tragically passed away at the age of 67. He died on July 3rd, 2025, at his home in Malibu, California, from cardiac arrest. Born in Chicago, Michael Madsen began his career after training at Steppenwolf Theater. His breakthrough came in 1992 with the cult classic Reservoir Dogs, where his chilling portrayal of Mr. Blonde earned him recognition as one of Hollywood's most intense actors. He went on to star in several iconic films, including Kill Bill, Donnie Brasco, Thelma and Louise, and Sin City, building a reputation for playing complex, gritty characters with unforgettable depth. Madsen's life was not without struggle. He faced years of financial hardship, including bankruptcy, overwhelming debts, and long-standing battles with alcoholism. But through it all, he displayed a quiet strength, choosing to rebuild his life and career on his own terms. In later years, Madsen returned to independent films like Resurrection Road and Concessions, and was preparing to release a poetry collection, Tears for My Father. Though his net worth at the time of death was estimated at $500,000, it represented a hard-earned stability after decades of personal and professional trials. Michael Madsen leaves behind a legacy of unforgettable performances and a life marked by strength in adversity. His resilience continues to inspire, reminding us that even in brokenness, dignity and purpose can endure. As his sister Virginia Madsen said, "He was thunder and velvet, a poet disguised as an outlaw."
Well, in the original script of Jedi, he didn't appear.
Kenneth Colley, the legendary British actor best known for portraying Admiral Piett in the original Star Wars trilogy, has passed away at the age of 87. He died peacefully on June 30th, 2025, at his home in Ashford, Kent, after contracting COVID and pneumonia following a hospital visit for an arm injury. Born in Manchester in 1937, Colley began his career in British television with roles in the rivals of Sherlock Holmes, The Sweeney, and Pennies from Habiav. fame, his breakout came in 1980 when he first appeared as Admiral Piett in The Empire Strikes Back, a role he reprised in Return of the Jedi, becoming the only Imperial officer featured in more than one original trilogy film. Though his later years brought health challenges, Colley met them with grace. After his fall, he continued to find strength in the presence of friends and in the enduring connection he shared with fans at conventions around the world. He remained creatively active, voicing Piett in Lego Star Wars, and left his mark on screen in Monty Python's Life of Brian and several Ken Russell films. His versatility across drama, comedy, and stage was remarkable. His agent, Julian McMahon, called him one of our finest character actors with a career spanning 60 years. Looking back, Kenneth Colley reminds us that even the quietest performances can leave the loudest echoes. His legacy lives not only in film, but in the memories of those he moved. Kylie Paige, the beloved adult film star known for her radiant performances and heartfelt candor, has died at age 28. She passed away on June 25, 2025, at her home in Hollywood from a suspected accidental drug overdose. Tragically, just 5 days after celebrating 60 days of sobriety. Born in Claremore, Oklahoma in 1997, Kylie began her career at 18 and quickly became a standout figure in the adult industry. She starred in over 200 films, working with major studios such as Brazzers, Vixen, and Naughty America, and gained mainstream attention in the Netflix docuseries Hot Girls Wanted, Turned On. Behind the screen success, Kylie faced profound struggles. She battled substance addiction from her teen years and endured the loss of 2 uncles to similar paths. Despite these hardships, she sought help, entering rehab, living in a sober house, and confronting her trauma with openness. Her quiet strength revealed itself as she took on leadership roles in AA meetings, guiding others while continuing her own recovery. This was not just a fight, it was a transformation, marked by courage and dignity. Though she stepped away from active filming, Kylie left behind a meaningful presence online and an estimated net worth of approximately $1.2 million, reflecting her determination to build independence on her own terms. As someone reflecting on her journey, I see Kylie Paige as more than a performer. She was a brave soul navigating pain with grace. Her legacy will resonate not just in film, but in every person she inspired to keep fighting. Bobby Sherman, the beloved pop singer and teen idol turned public servant, best known for Little Woman and his role on Here Come the Brides, has passed away at 81. He died peacefully on June 24th, holding the hand of his wife, Brigitte, after a long and courageous battle with stage 4 kidney cancer. Born in Santa Monica in 1943, Bobby rose to fame in the 1960s after performing on Shindig, capturing hearts with his soft voice and boyish charm. His music career soared with 4 top 10 Billboard hits, and he became a household name through television. But with fame came burnout. The endless touring and taping left him disoriented and physically drained. Rather than retreat, Bobby chose reinvention. Moved by a desire to help others, he trained as an EMT, eventually becoming a paramedic, an LAPD technical officer, and a San Bernardino deputy sheriff. His later years were marked by service, humility, and purpose. He co-founded the Brigitte and Bobby Sherman Children's Foundation and built an estate reportedly valued at $10 million, earned through music, acting, and decades of quiet heroism. As someone who gave his youth to music and his later years to saving lives, Bobby Sherman's journey reminds us, perhaps more than any teen idol of his era, that true fame comes not from applause, but from service. It's a legacy that still humbles me as I write these words. Lynn Hamilton, the beloved veteran actress best known for her roles on Sanford and Son and The Waltons, has passed away at age 95. She died peacefully on June 19, 2025, surrounded by her grandchildren, loved ones, and caregivers in a quiet, loving home. Born in Yazoo City, Mississippi, and raised in Illinois, she discovered her passion on Chicago's community stages before making her Broadway debut in Only in America in 1959. This early success opened the door to a rich and enduring career, spanning theater, film, and television. As Donna Harris, the compassionate nurse and gentle love interest on Sanford and Son, she brought a quiet strength and emotional depth to sitcom audiences. Later, as Verdie Foster on The Waltons, she embodied warmth and resilience, representing an enduring matriarchal presence during trying times. Her talent extended to Dangerous Women Generation's Roots, The Next Generations, as well as impactful guest roles on Gunsmoke, The Golden Girls, and Cold Case, her final screen work in 2009. Despite facing the challenges of a long career in an industry with few roles for Black actresses, Lynn Hamilton rebuilt with dignity, remaining active, gracious, and professionally dedicated. She leaves behind an estimated estate of approximately $1 million, earned modestly but honorably from her art. As a writer reflecting on her life, I'm moved by Lynn's unshakable commitment to craft and family. Her legacy is one of grace, perseverance, and profound inspiration, a testament to the power of a soft voice given space to be heard.
You can't buy fame. You can't manufacture it. It has nothing to do with good looks or muscles or anything.
Sylvester Stallone, a journey through glory, loss, and relentless resilience. Where is he now? What happened to the man who taught the world how to take a punch and keep moving forward? Sylvester Stallone wasn't just the face of underdog grit. He was the soul of it. From Oscar-winning triumphs to heart-wrenching personal loss, from blockbuster heights to hospital beds, his life has been one long, bruising round, fought not just in the ring, but against time, tragedy, and expectation. In this tribute, we explore the profound legacy, the seismic cultural impact, and the ongoing comeback of a man who never let the bell decide when his fight was over. So now, at 79, where is Sylvester Stallone? What defines his days now? How did a kid from Hell's Kitchen become one of the most inspiring redemption arcs Hollywood has ever seen? If Rocky, Rambo, or Stallone's raspy voice ever gave you hope, we invite you to share your memories below. Sylvester Gardenzio Stallone was born on July 6, 1946, in the soot-streaked tenements of Manhattan's Hell's Kitchen. A forceps delivery severed a facial nerve at birth, leaving him with his trademark crooked smile and gravelly slur, traits mocked by casting directors, yet later cherished by audiences as authentic. Raised in a tiny railroad flat with his strict Italian-American father, Frank Sr., and his exotic, astrology-loving Jewish mother, Jackie, Stallone grew up amid wallpaper peeling like boxing tape, push-ups before dinner, and charted horoscopes over breakfast. School was no refuge. Dyslexia made every reading session a public humiliation. He floated through 13 schools before finding solace in a Pennsylvania boarding facility for emotionally challenged teens. There, with makeshift weights, he discovered release and the emotional catharsis that birthed short underdog plays, which would later form the DNA of Rocky Balboa. By age 16, he had played football at Lincoln High, where each tackle became a lesson in bounce-back velocity. After his parents divorced, he followed Jackie to suburban Maryland, briefly studied at the American College of Switzerland, washing dishes to support tuition, then dropped out one semester shy of a Miami degree. Armed with a battered typewriter and Chekhov in his backpack, he boarded a bus to New York, vowing, city or he would break. Early 70s, Manhattan pushed him to the edge. He sold Butkus, his beloved bull mastiff, for $50 to feed himself, then repurchased him for $3,000 when his first real acting paycheck arrived. He cleaned lion cages at the Central Park Zoo, ushered at theaters, filleted fish at Fulton Market at dawn, and slept at Port Authority when auditions failed. Script in one hand, push-up sets on park benches between rewrites, midnight readings of Stanislavski, every no, a reason to rebuild. The turning point? Rocky. Written in 3 days, studios fought for the script, with the condition he not star. He refused. It ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Rocky's signature line became Stallone's own creed. Released on November 21st, 1976, Rocky was a cultural earthquake, earning 10 Oscar nominations, winning 3, including Best Picture grossing $225 million, and audiences saw themselves in that bruised underdog. Detested by critics, embraced by crowds, sequels followed. Rocky II, 1979, deepened Balboa's soul. Rocky. 3, 1982, introduced Mr. T's Clubber Lang and the anthem Eye of the Tiger. Rocky IV, 1985, pitted him against Ivan Drago in a Cold War showdown that rang up $300 million. Meanwhile, he launched another icon, John Rambo in First Blood, 1982, a haunted veteran whose silent suffering and primal rage spoke to the scars of war. Subsequent Rambo sequels turned each macho punch into collective catharsis. Stallone's output in the 80s and early 90s was relentless. From buddy cop comedy Tango and Cash, 1989, to Alpine spectacle Cliffhanger, 1993, and sci-fi satire Demolition Man, 1993. Even when Stop or My Mom Will Shoot flopped, the man behind the roles was still reinventing himself. By 1997, in Copland, he shed 40 pounds to play a small-town sheriff, showing depth beyond his superhero stardom. But Hollywood's tides shifted. Box office appeal waned in the early 2000s. Then The Storm. In 2007, Australian customs seized vials of HGH. He owned up, framing it as fighting nature, fighting time with bruised knuckles. It ignited public dialogue on aging, masculinity, and authenticity. His comeback strategy was quiet: meditation, sketching, journaling in leather-bound moleskin notebooks since 1971, revival through discipline. Then came the blow that changed everything. On July 13th, 2012, his son Sage died of congenital heart failure. Stallone was shattered. You never get over it. You just learn to carry it, he admitted. He taped Sage's obituary on the speed bag. He walked the bluffs near Palisades, shouting affirmations into the wind. Half-sister Tony died from breast cancer soon after. Mother Jackie passed in 2020. Father had already gone in 2011. Stallone became patriarch of losses. Yet grief became prompt to rebuild. He traded boxing gloves for a paintbrush, launching an expressionist career. His 10-foot canvas rounds, blood red and bruised blue, captured pain, hope, and inevitability. That painting ended up in a 2024 German retrospective, cementing his presence in visual art. In 2015, Creed marked his renaissance. Back as Rocky, not the fighter, but the teacher, not the underdog, but the guide. Critics responded, he earned a Golden Globe and an Oscar nod, decades after his first. His mantra returned, no bell's going to ring till I say so. Not defiance. It was rebirth. Now, at 79, Stallone lives in Palm Beach with wife Jennifer and daughters Sophia, Sistine, and Scarlett. Morning routine, dawn rowing, cryotherapy, matcha shot. Journals? Still leather-bound, tracking meals, heartbeats, gratitude. His days are spent in a home studio, painting rounds, scripting Tulsa King Season 2, rewriting lines until vulnerability bleeds through. His memoir, Never Stay Down, is due for holiday 2025. He leads Balboa Productions, backing veteran stories and indie projects. Through the Sage Heart Foundation, he funds childhood heart screenings, turning personal tragedy into preventive hope. NFTs of digital Rocky gloves help house vets. He mentors dyslexic actors, gives scholarships quietly, never seeking the spotlight. And so, we picture him in dawn's first light, a man 79, rowing across still water, studio behind him, a canvas towering. He writes a single line in a moleskin, "Thank you." The titanium plate in his neck glints, his ultimate championship belt. For Stallone, the fight has never been about the spotlight. It's been about endurance, reinvention, and teaching the world that comeback is a choice, redemption can be earned, and legacy is built one act of resilience at a time. What did Stallone mean to you? Was it Rocky's heart, Rambo's struggle, or the way he showed us how to stand up again? Let us know in the comments, share your memories, and if this tribute stirred something in you, please subscribe. For more stories of courage, perseverance, and human spirit. Because this isn't the final bell. This is still his final act. And the bell hasn't rung yet.